Okay, Lindsay, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your MRI. I know you were worried about that and just the diagnosis of the degenerative disc disease. And I wanted to share a study with you about MRIs. And they took a random number of people who were healthy and people who were having pain. And some of those people that were totally healthy, didn't have any pain, their MRI findings actually came back very negatively, and that they had traces of stuff like degenerative disc disease and other things. And then there was other people with a lot of pain who had almost perfect MRIs. And why I share that with you is to help you see that there is hope, that just because your MRI finding came back with a little bit of that mild degenerative disc disease doesn't mean that you are just destined to a life full of pain. And I want to give you a little bit of metaphor to help you with that. Is I want you to think of that our brain, what it does is it interprets a threat. So for example, if you step on a thumbtack or something sharp, it's not going to let you step down completely because it's going to sense that, like, hey, if you step on this, it's going to be even more painful. And so our nerves are kind of like that, and our brain can kind of be like a car alarm that becomes too sensitive. So when we just bump up against it, it can set off the alarm, when in reality there's no immediate threat. And our brains are kind of like that same way, that sometimes after or trauma or an accident, our bodies become very sensitive, because it's kind of like with the nail or the thumbtack, it sends a signal and then it should come back down. But sometimes it kind of stays at a heightened level, so it's easier to kind of set off that so-called alarm. And so with physical therapy and as we go through treatment, we can help you kind of lower that sensitization to help you kind of interpret what should be more of appropriate for pain, and what should, obviously be something that you need to be careful about and is a real cause of pain. And the last thing I did want to talk to you about is, you have addressed a lot of your stress and worry. And I just wanted to ask you, is that currently something, are you getting any sort of help for that right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay. And is that something that you would like to get help for?
I never really thought about it, but I guess it might be a good idea to at least talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm. And I totally agree, because I think of our, therapy, physical therapy is one aspect of it, but in order to get the best results, it's best to take care of the whole body. And just, getting that additional help can help you recover even better. And it can help us, like I said, with that car alarm, kind of reduce those threat levels. And so your body's like, oh, okay, I'm good. And that's what we want to do with therapy with you. So.